In this module, we will study the most familiar group of kingdom fungi, the Basidiomycota. Basidiomycota, the name is after actually the reproductive structure, the basidium, and they are terrestrial, freshwater or marine in their habitat, and they reproduce sexually by means of a basidium. You can see here, this is actually the basidium, and we will see these stages in detail in next few slides, but as we can see here that this is a diploid nucleus, and it divides by meiosis into 4 spores, and these spores are eventually born on these structures which are outward, and this structure is actually known as stigmata, which bears the spores. And then we can see that they reproduce asexually only occasionally, and they have septate hyphae, and examples of this group is that of mushrooms and rusts and smuts. Now we will see the generalized life cycle of Basidiomycetes. We can see here the mycelial hyphae of different mating types. When they come together, plasmogamy occurs, and as a result of plasmogamy, the dikaryotic mycelium results. यहाँ पे सिर्फ plasmogamy हुई है, karyogamy अभी नहीं हुई, and this dikaryotic stage is extensive या prolonged, and from this mycelium the basidiocarp develops, and from basidiocarp we can see that basidium develops. We can see here this is a mushroom fruiting body, and inside this cap we can see there are gills, and these gills consist of the basidium, and these basidium consist of n plus n condition or dikaryotic condition, and then we can see when these two nuclei fuse, the karyogamy occurs, the 2n number or diploid number is achieved, and after this we can see the process of meiosis occurs, and as a result of meiosis 4 spores results, and on favorable condition they form mycelial hyphae. Now we will see the two important subgroups of Basidiomycota, which are rusts and smuts. Rusts are named because they have spores which are brick red in color, and the example of rust is that of Puccinia, and the example of smut is that of Stylago species, and they bear spores which are black in color. That is why they are given the name smut. They are very important because they cause economically important the diseases of economically important crop plants. For example, smut, the Stylago triticale cause the disease on wheat, which is called as loose smut of wheat. We will see in detail the loose smut of wheat. Here we can see the teliospores from infected wheat ears are transferred to healthy flowers, and following germination on flowers, they results in hyphae formation, and then hyphae spreads to ovaries, and in the next step the resulting hyphae becomes dormant there in the ovaries, and they remain in seeds consequently, and in next stage the infected seeds, when sown in next season, they cause the formation of smut spores in kernels, and the covering of grain when breaks, they release teliospores, and in this way the cycle continues, and they cause enormous losses to wheat crop, and thereby they are very important fungi species.